Morning, guys. We are just getting ready to start this week's festivities of hauling cars. Hopefully, it goes pretty well for us. Just did my walk around, did notice one thing. The beaver tail here on the back of the truck starting to settle. It wouldn't probably come down in the 3 hours I have to get up to my delivery and hit this car, but I'm gonna go ahead and just finish moving that up the rest of the way, so we know for a fact that we don't have any issues. No reason to chance damage when you don't have to. So, just doing my second walk around on this side, checking my straps, and we are going to hit the road. Like I said last week, this one is on its way up to the same places we went to last week, which is Blue Ridge, West Virginia, and Mount Hope, West Virginia. Both of those are getting 5. It is a awesome 10 car load again. I love when we're able to do these. It's the whole point of running a day cab with the quick loader. Otherwise, I'd be in a sleeper with a high rail. But go ahead and we'll move that up. Now this car, it looks like it's much closer than it actually is up here. Because loading 10, I parked this right up here in the very front of the deck instead of back here where I normally park. Simply so if you can see, there's space between the back of the deck and the back windshield. No reason to cause or don't want to cause any damages. So if we just go ahead and slide this forward just a little bit, it gives us plenty of space, and we can get everything down to height. And we don't have to worry about taking that back window out. And also, by moving it forward just a little bit like we do, allows me to get this down a little bit more, because what I get to do, I get to lower this down a little bit more and then bring that one down. Allows me to get that down to 13.6. Otherwise, it usually sits about 13.8. So, nice and easy load. We are going to get on up to West Virginia, so stay tuned. Let's go for a quick ride and try to make some money. Let's see what our back haul is going to end up being. We are leaving on a Sunday morning, so another short week this week. So let's get going. Alrighty, we just got up here to Cole Kia. I'm pretty sure I said Blue Ridge, West Virginia, but it is Bluefield, West Virginia that we were coming up to. I had dropped 5 of these cars off here, but today what I really want to talk about is going to be a question that I've been asked probably 5 or 6 times in the last month, and that is if this is going to be a good year to start getting into car hauling. If it's something worth looking into, especially as somebody that has never done it before, coming over to a company here like United Road, is this going to be something that would work well for you? So that's what we're going to answer today as we go. But before we get into all of that, I'm going to show you, for here, I got to deliver that one K5. So I had to put that one there, which actually goes here to Cole Kia. I had to put it there because I didn't have another one going up to Mount Hope, West Virginia. The only one I had is that one there, and you have to put one over the top of the other right here. So therefore, 2 of these cars, I don't remember which ones, I think it's this one and this one, but I'm not sure, go to Mount Hope. But I do have to unload all 6 plus that K5 to deliver here at the Kia dealership. So we're going to get these off, and that's what we're going to get into today. Is this going to be something worth getting into this year? So stay tuned. Let's get these off. We'll get into it as we leave here, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so we just finished up delivering. We are on our way up to Marysville. We have 253 miles till we get up there, so we should make it there by, I'll be about 8:30 tonight to get loaded up. So we are going to start heading up there now. We have 7 hours left on our logs for the day. You can see right over here in this area, that's where all those cars were parked last time we were here last week, and they're not this time. So we can make it through this little section pretty easily. Last time I was talking, you're going to see a gray Subaru right here, and right there, directly in front of us. That Subaru, when we came through, was the vehicle you saw right about where that pole was a Telluride. We had to sneak between them with the truck. I know you couldn't really see that Telluride on the bend the last time when we came out of here. I noticed that after I had made the video, so I apologize, but I'm just trying to explain why it looked the way it did last week. But, so, this year, is it a decent time to be a car hauler, to get into this industry? It's going to kind of be a little bit of a tricky question, because if you're working for a company that uses load boards or hauls a lot of freight from companies like United Road or Waddle, Hanson and Adkins, any of those companies, gets a lot of their freight from them, I would say no, it's going to be a very difficult year working for one of those companies. I got cars coming. I will say it's going to be a very difficult year working for those kind of companies, simply because of the fact that all the big carriers understand right now that work is thin. A lot of us that work for the companies are doing just fine. We have plenty of work they have plenty of work for their own trucks and their own drivers. But for companies that need the load boards and haul for companies such as us that broker out a lot of freight, it's going to be a lot more difficult because of the fact that they don't actually need to broker a lot of their freight. So you're going to have kind of a double whammy. The freight that's being brokered is usually the freight that's not going to be the greatest, meaning you're going to have a lot of stops, you're going to have a lot of picks to get those loads, and those stops may be pretty far between loading or unloading, and the rates aren't going to be that great. They simply know that, look, this load may pay $2,000 to the company, and they know that they can get it brokered for $1,000 to $1,250 all day long and make $750 and never have to touch anything. The load comes in, it is put straight onto one of the load boards, and they'll have dozens of people that call to load it. So there's really no incentive to be making $900. Or like last year, United Road had a stint where vehicles were coming out so fast once the chips came in that they were literally paying more to third party than what me as a company driver's making, or even a lot of the ICs were making. So, at least on ICs, a lot of them were making less than what United Road is putting the loads on load boards for, but they had to get them moved. So this year they're going to make their money. There's no reason for them to make $200 when they can make $700, and people are going to take those loads all day long. So in that aspect, yes, those kind of companies are going to be challenging to work for because you're just not going to make a ton. Working for companies like us here at United Road or Hanson and Adkins, Waddle, Virginia, you name them, more Those companies that have the contracts, they're still making the exact same amount per load as they were last year, the year before that. They might have gotten even pay increases. I know a lot of our yards got pay increases this year. Um, that that sort of stuff is very good for company drivers like us and even ICs, the leased on drivers that are leased right on to United Road and work for them. Um, they're making decent money this year, and being a new guy coming into the industry with companies like us, yes, it's going to be much easier, and I would highly recommend becoming a car hauler in this kind of a market, simply because you are going to have the work that's needed, but there's not an extravagant amount of work out there to where you're being rushed constantly. And two, this is going to be about as low or the least amount of money as you're going to make, because of the fact that the work's a little bit slower right now. So, literally, if you can make it in this market as a new driver, then you're going to be able to make it in any market. One, you're going to have the memories of this end of the market, and the amount of money that you made at this point, to when it's really good, you're going to be able to see both ends of it over the next few years. So I would truly recommend getting into car hauling in this type of a market. Um, and like I said, whether you go into a big carrier or you go into a small mom and pop that's running off of load boards, you're going to make money either way. It's just right now, the market that we're in, you're going to be making a little bit more than you would as a general freight kind of guy, whether it's flatbeds, low boys, or reefer or van trailers. You're going to make more, but it's not going to be the extravagant numbers that it normally is. So this is kind of the perfect time to train and get good at car hauling, because in probably another 3 to 4 years, we're going to be at another peak and another real high portion of the economy. And because of that, you're going to be making the 125, 150,000 plus a year mark, and you're not going to be training in those time periods. That's going to be awesome, because when all that money's there to be made, you will be there making it, and that helps to go a long way. Those kind of markets are where I love to haul in, and yeah, I jumped my 401k up to 25% of my paycheck, had that thing maxed out by June, July, and then turn around and just start putting that money away for years like this, where yeah, I'll probably finish the year between $120,000 and $135,000 as a company driver. So that's just kind of what I would recommend. If you want to get into car hauling, yeah, this is the time to do it. Just understand what you're getting into. Don't get frustrated in the first 6 months because of the fact that you are making $1,500 a week as a flatbed driver, and you're making $1,650 a week as a car hauler. I'm not saying those are going to be the numbers, but you just have to understand what you're getting into, and what is to be expected. Don't expect to be pocketing the $2,500, $3,000 a week paychecks in the economy that we're in. Are they there to be made? Yes. There will be weeks that you make them 100%. Or will there be weeks that you'll make that? Yes, 100% there will be. There will be weeks that you can put $6,000 in your paycheck in a single week this year. But in a couple of years, you kind of expect to be able to do that, make $6,000 in a week, literally once a month, once every other month, and pretty religiously be making $3,000 plus paychecks or $3,000 plus weeks when the economy's awesome. So that's just my 2 cents. It's up to you if you want to believe it or not. But yeah, I recommend getting into car hauling. If you want to you want to come over here and drive for United Road, links down below. My name is Matt Wihlen. If you want to use me as your referral, please do. And guys, go out there and try to be better every day. And then tomorrow, do the same thing. Try to be better tomorrow than you were today. Try to be better today than you were yesterday. That's all I got for today. So guys, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. I'm going to make my way up to Ohio now and try to go make some more money. But if you do want to become a car hauler, guys, please go ahead and use my link below. And if that's something you're interested in, I got a video from a couple weeks ago. That was what an entire week is like as a car hauler. Go ahead and watch that video right here. Other than that, guys, join United Road if you want. Use me as your referral, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.